Hello, this is actually the Master Metal Production channel like YouTube. Okay, this is actually my second take because the other video was a little too long. I don't want to put out another long video. At least for a topic such as this, which it has been on my mind for quite a while. I had watched the video back in 2015. I was CKN. It was a CKN video, and it was him replying to somebody on Facebook who said, "Are we living in heavy metal's golden age?" But what was going through my mind is when I saw that the topic, what came to my mind is, yeah, we are. I think we are living in a golden age. Something that I don't think the 2000s were able to accomplish. To me, what makes a golden age or a golden era is when all of the genres, like even the classic genres, such as the thrash metal genre that was revival in 2000s, there wasn't a whole lot of classic kind of coming out of that genre, that revival. That, yeah, it's not a popular opinion, but I don't think it wasn't nearly as strong as the stuff that was coming out within the 80s and the early parts of the 1990s. I don't think so. But when I come to the conclusion that we are living in heavy metal's golden age, there's just many albums that come to my mind, especially within the new wave of Trishna heavy metal. For examples, Night Demon. Yes, some might not agree, but fuck. Bullet, AC/DC, Saxon, so forth, were able to quit at this point, or kind of retire. Torch gets passed on without, butchering them, without, it's just to say, the Torch will be in good hands. Some of the best hard rock confused heavy metal to come out, in 2012. Of course, Enforcer from Beyond. Many want to say Diamonds is Enforcer's greatest album. I've never heard Diamonds, but I don't think will be as close to as good as being this. This is fucking killer. Some just really. Of course, again, in recent times, Ambush debut, Firestorm, Desecrator, which is a follow-up. Great albums. Again, if Judas Priest and Accept and so forth were to retire at this point, Torch, respectively, gets passed on. It doesn't just stop there. Let's go to the album that made #1 for 2015 of my list, Ram Subversum. This ends up pushing the new wave of Trish heavy metal genre into new different directions, into new territory a bit. It kind of pushes it a little forward. Kind of like with this year with Striker Standing in the Fire. That one just pushes it even further. Meaning that the future is indeed bright. And just take a listen to Temples of Void and the title track. Probably the most sinister sounding heavy metal songs to come out in recent times. Kind of mixing Judas Priest, Merciful Fate, and a little bit of Slayer all in one, and with different sort of ideas. But it doesn't stop there. It's also looking at more, again, like with thrash metal and speed metal. This was Band of the Week, but fuck. This is Antichrist, Forbidden War. Man, I had a hard time saying that. Anyways, fuck, since 2011, in terms of thrash metal, not many bands seems to kind of make a thrash album that seems to have quite a bit of characteristic as this. This is a bit kind of pushes the thrash metal a little step further than even the new wave of thrash metal bands, such from the mid or late 2000s. Were able to accomplish. Just listen to Minotaur. That's all. It's an instrumental fucking orgasm. It's also Ranger. What makes this album stand out? It's got to be the title track, Where Evil Dwells. It's practically almost close to being a masterpiece. Just listen to that. Just go and check that one out. It's fucking almost over 10 minutes long, and it completely ends up, what it does, it ends up kind of surpassing even the sort of the legendary thrash metal bands. Some of these legendary thrash metal bands have never been to kind of achieve this, even especially Megadeth. I don't think Megadeth can kind of exceed the sort of amazingness that is the title track for for this album. It's a 10-minute song. I don't think Megadeth are able to accomplish a 10-minute track at this point. Leave me breathless to where I can't speak. Okay, let's go into other thrash metal bands such as Deathhammer, Black Death thrash metal, doing good. Armor of the Pits, Evil Power. These two are also are kind of examples for why we are living in a golden age at this point. Some say that they're not doing anything new, but no. They're not doing anything new, but the passion, the attitude of this band is completely... It just gives... It bleeds through their sound. You can tell that they love what they do. None of the thrash metal bands seems to kind of re-accomplish that. And let's also look at, again, Italian band Baphomet's Blood. Pretty much kind of looked as the Italian Motorhead, but this sound kind of came out a little earlier this year, or month actually. But since Motorhead kind of ended on a very emotional note, the torch, some ways, has actually been respectively been handed off to. And what better band to kind of hand the torch off to is Baphomet's Blood. They literally kind of continue the sound a bit without butchering it, without kind of doing anything wrong with it. It's the way speed metal should at least sound. And of course, since it's like what if Tank, Motorhead, and Venom, and At War, and so forth, and Enforcer kind of got together, that's pretty much the sound that comes out. Even Anvil, and throw them in. But like in CKN's video, he states classic bands, the bands that influence these bands I just mentioned. And he brought up Creator, but it doesn't end with Creator. Creator are not the only classic band that have been releasing, classic material, stuff that will be seen as classics from here on then. Let's look at Saxon, Battering Ram. What else can be said? They were able to make a classic album in their later part of their era. That whole power metal sound that was started with that, that dark power metal sound, like I just said, that was started with Unleash the Beast, perfected on Battering Ram. It doesn't stop with Saxon. While being a new wave of British heavy metal band, the new wave of British heavy metal bands are not the only ones capable of doing this. Riot 5 with Unleash the Fire. First down, to not feature Mark Reale, but his name is not in vain. He's not turning in his grave. He's at peace in his grave. He's happy to know that these guys are able to move the band forward, to move his band forward, and keep making stuff that can be seen as classic from here on then. Some might not like this album, some may like this album. Some have definitely said that they do not care for this album. Reno, I'm looking at you. Anyways, still pretty good album as well. Definitely a power metal album, but still it's one of the best power metal albums that actually come out. Definitely good. And of course with bands that butchering classic bands, you know, that whatever. Let's again with the last two bands, or actually one band. For the new wave of British heavy metal bands, there is definitely one band that has been able to keep that classic sound going, that keep it going, to keep making classic albums, that kind of almost, that can at least can be respectively, can hold a torch to their classic albums. And that one band is indeed Satan, Life Sentence, and Atom by Atom. These albums can just be said in the same sentence as Courtney Act, as Suspended Sentence. These albums are indeed some of the... It's like 4 albums, and they're both classic albums. They're both great. They're both amazing. Just listen to Fall of Persephone off of Atom by Atom. Amazing. Really. We are living in a golden age. If you don't want to believe it or not, we are. You have every right to not believe it. You have every right to say that we're not living in a golden age, but I have every right to say that we are living in a golden age. So I want to know what you guys think. Are we living in a golden age, or are we just hyping up this era of music? Let me know in the comments section. I've already stated for why we are living in a golden age. So until then, this is Dash is saying I am out, and I'll see you later.